Hey everybody, Gabby here with your battle of the day. I am back from a short hiatus, so hopefully I won't be too rusty. I didn't actually touch my DS at all while I was gone, so this is my first battle since the last one I recorded. And it looks like we're playing Bonobo from Belgium. Okay, 1739, that's pretty respectable. It looks like Bonobo has a sand team with Cresselia, Tyranitar, Salamence, Amoonguss, Milotic, and Excadrill. The Mega here most likely being that Salamence, however, it could also be that Tyranitar. As for what I'm gonna do, I don't know. I've actually never really played a sand team with this before. It is really tempting to lead Landorus or Scrafty to get that Intimidate, but knowing him, he'll probably try and predict that and, whatchamacallit, get that competitive boost up. So instead, I'm gonna lead Milotic and probably Metagross. Scrafty, I think, is more helpful to me here than Landorus, just because of the fact that it can also hit that Cresselia, and I like having redundancy when it comes to countering threats. As for my last slot, it's tempting to bring Thundurus because it would be nice to have rocks. Blah. I'm tempted to bring Thundurus because it would be nice to have a Thunderbolt to help with that Milotic. However, there are lots of rocks here. That's what I was trying to say. So I think I'm going to bring Entei. It's not the best matchup. If I can get lucky and burn some things, though, it would definitely sway things in my favor. So I'm going to go with the potential to burn over Thundurus, which would just kind of die. So hopefully this works out. Yeah, the Scrafty over Landorus pick is also making me a tiny bit nervous because, as you may know, Excadrill gets Sandstream, which means its speed doubles once Sand is up. That being said, I think I should be okay. Like, I'm like 80 to 90% sure I should be okay. Anyways, good luck, have fun, Bonobo. Let's hope this is an interesting match. Alright, there's my Milotic and Metagross lead, as we discussed earlier, followed by his Cresselia and Tyranitar lead, so not that bad. This will allow me to get Toxic up on the Cresselia right away. Metagross can Iron Head that Tyranitar. This is actually a pretty good lead, all things considered. Am a little bit worried about Tyranitar's Crunch, and a really good defensive play here might actually be to just switch out Metagross and go for the Scrafty Intimidate, especially since he has Cresselia out on the field. That being said, I really don't want to reveal that I have Scrafty quite yet. So I'm just going to go for the obvious play. If he does switch into Amoonguss, the worst I do get is some Rocky Helmet damage. It's not really that big of a deal, honestly. The biggest part of this play is hoping that Toxic connects with Cresselia. So let's find out. Oh, sometimes I just feel so awkward waiting for people to pick their moves. It's like, come on, I only have so many things I can say. Alright, Metagross will use Iron Head. It does outspeed that Tyranitar, so it is not Choice Scarfed. However, it misses the kill and activates Weakness Policy. So now Tyranitar is at +2 everything. Toxic, however, will connect with that Cresselia, so at least we got that. And as for what Tyranitar is going to do, probably it does go for the Crunch right into Metagross. It's going to do a KO worth of damage, which is fine. I was not expecting Weakness Policy there, honestly. And Cresselia goes for Trick Room, so this is the perfect opportunity to send in Scrafty. If I were to have switched out last turn, I would have still had Metagross, but I think Scrafty, honestly, is going to be more useful. I am a little worried about that Salamence, though. But knowing that he brought Trick Room, I feel like he wouldn't have brought Salamence, because as you may know, Salamence is very fast. So really, it's about keeping Milotic alive at this point. I don't really see a threat here from Cresselia, and Scrafty will underspeed that Tyranitar, I'm assuming. Or I could just fake it out and double if I wanted to be the safe play. But no, I think it's gonna underspeed, so let's just do that. So Cresselia goes away, and in return, we'll probably see that Amoonguss come in. Actually, no, we see Milotic. So let's hope that Scald does not burn here, because that would be really bad. It would prevent me from getting Toxic up on it. Tyranitar goes for the Protect, probably trying to see if I was going to fake out. I didn't, obviously. And Scald will connect with that Milotic, and it'll do a joke's worth of damage, and does not burn, but it does activate Milotic's Moringa Berry, which will raise special defense by 2 stages. But that means that Milotic is completely vulnerable to Toxic now, so yeah, that's great for me. So the big worry here is that Scrafty will not underspeed that Tyranitar. I forget what speed it has, honestly. I know that I tend to run it a little bit slower. Oh, nope, it does not underspeed. Crunch will connect with Milotic, and it'll not get the KO though, so we're fine. Even with Citrus Berry, or even without Citrus Berry activating, there's no way that Milotic could do enough damage to kill me. Drain Punch will get the KO on Tyranitar. It actually will also heal the sand damage from last turn, which is kind of cool. And then his Milotic, which I'm assuming is slow, is going to go for Scald onto Scrafty, probably hoping for a burn. Please don't burn. Okay. Yeah, this was fine. This was a perfectly fine turn. And now next turn I can just recover with Milotic and start stalling for Toxic turns. And Sandstorm will help with that too. Because, you know, Sandstorm does an extra 1/16 worth of damage every turn, I believe. So, yeah, this is great. It's just the waiting game now. And he does send Cresselia back in, which means my best play here is probably going to be to recover and then knock off. Makes me kind of suspect that he has that Salamence in the back, because maybe he doesn't want to intimidate, or he wants to outstall Trick Room. The good news here is that if it's Excadrill, what was I going to say? If it's Excadrill, I'm also stalling out Sand by stalling out the for poison turns, so he won't get the speed boost, which will be helpful. Psychic connects with Milotic, does like maybe 30-40%. Recover makes that a joke. Scald connects with Scrafty again, but Scrafty does not burn, because Scrafty, you are my hero right now this game. I'm not sure how much a burn would affect me at this point, because I can't knock off anything else until whatever he has that isn't Scrafty, or whatever he has that isn't these two guys comes in. So it's kind of a weird turn. I don't really want to send in my whatchamacallit, my Entei here, because that would just mean eating a Scald, which is not something I really want to do. I think I'm going to Drain Punch the Milotic in hopes of getting some HP back. I could have also gone for the KO on Cresselia, however, Cresselia does switch out. And here comes Salamence, which means Milotic is going to get the Intimidate boost. Yeah, so knocking off Salamence would have done nothing here. I could have targeted it with Milotic, but I still think that recovering was the better play. And, you know, that Drain Punch is going to do mad damage, so it's really not. Anyway, Scald is going to connect with Scrafty. No, Scald connects with Milotic this time around. Milotic doesn't burn, Milotic recovers, so we're at full health to deal with this Salamence here. And if Trick Room does end this turn, which I believe it will, Salamence will be the fastest thing on the field. Yeah. But in all things considered, the best thing that could happen here is that Scrafty gives Entei a free switch. Again, I do not want Entei to switch in and then eat a Scald just immediately. So I think that given that Milotic is faster than his Milotic, I don't think a Hyper Voice will KO. Scrafty's another story. Scrafty's probably dead. Scrafty isn't dead. Okay. That's great. Scrafty survives with 4 HP, which will put his Milotic within toxic range, I believe, for this turn, provided that Drain Punch does about the same amount of damage. Actually, no, I lied. Milotic is faster than Scrafty, but he attacks my Milotic. Okay, this game's over. Great. Yeah, this is great. So now it's Cresselia versus Milotic, Scrafty, and my Entei. Cresselia is poisoned, and Milotic can just press the recover button until the game's over. This is why Milotic is my favorite Toxic Staller, honestly. I could try something like Cresselia with Toxic and Moonlight, but because Moonlight's affected by weather, it really would have been bad in this game. So yeah, this is great. Are you gonna see a forfeit? Yeah. All right, good game, Bonobo. That made me feel like I actually didn't lose anything when I stopped playing for a week. So yay. Okay, other non-Pokemon related things. If you like this video, like it on YouTube, subscribe, tell your friends, share it on Twitter. I don't know, share it on Facebook, MySpace. I don't really care what social network, just get the word out there. And I'm also going to be doing a Twitch stream probably tonight, showcasing the Life is Strange finale. If you guys haven't played Life is Strange, it's an amazing game. Please just Google it, check it out. Stop by the stream later. I can give you the short version of what's happened and where we're going with it. It's gonna be incredible. I'm so freaking excited for it. So yeah, maybe I'll see you guys tonight. I don't know what time the update's going live, so I believe it's midnight GMT, which is something, I don't know what that translates to. So yeah, anyways, I'll hopefully see you guys tonight. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another battle of the day. Have a good